On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Splendid.
Very impressive or beautiful, magnificent.
Examples:
A splendid meal. Have a splendid time. The splendid palace was built in the 18th century.
Funeral.
A ceremony or ritual honoring and remembering a deceased person, typically involving the burial or cremation of the body, a gathering or service to mourn the loss of someone who has died.
Examples:
Funeral arrangements. Funeral service. The somber funeral procession went through the streets, with mourners walking behind the hearse.
Triumph.
A great victory or achievement.
Examples:
Triumph of democracy. Triumph of the spirit. The team's triumph in the championship resulted from their hard work and dedication.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Quaint.
Attractively or charmingly old-fashioned or unusual, often used to describe something with a pleasingly unusual or quirky appearance or manner.
Examples:
Quaint village. Quaint cottage. The quaint old town was full of historic buildings and charming shops.
Accent.
A distinctive way of pronouncing the words of a language that shows which area, country, or social group a person comes from, particular importance or significance.
Examples:
A foreign accent. Put the accent on comfort. She has a thick Southern accent.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
Slight.
Very small in degree or amount.
Examples:
Feel a slight concern. Slight increase. We made slight modifications to reflect the views of both sides.
Jar.
A cylindrical container, typically made of glass, metal, or pottery, with a wide mouth and a screwed or sealed lid, used for storing food, liquids, and other materials.
Examples:
A jar of jam. A water jar. He placed the coins in a jar to save for a trip.
Mustang.
A small, hardy breed of horse found in the American West that typically has a stocky build, short mane, and a wild or untamed temperament.
Examples:
A group of Mustangs. Saddle up his trusty Mustang. The wild Mustang galloped across the open plains, its mane flowing in the wind.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Theorem.
A statement or proposition that can be demonstrated or proved to be true, typically by logical or mathematical reasoning.
Examples:
Corollary theorem. Pythagorean theorem. Gödel's incompleteness theorems prove the limitations of formal systems, including mathematical ones.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Arouse.
To awaken strong feelings or emotions in someone, to excite or inspire a physical or emotional response.
Examples:
Arouse desire. Arouse suspicion. The rousing speech by the politician aroused the audience to action.
Hostility.
aggressive or unfriendly feelings or behavior.
Examples:
An act of hostility. Bitter hostility. Her unconcealed hostility made us unpleasant.
Darwinism.
The theory of evolution proposed by Charles Darwin, stating that species evolve through natural selection, survival of the fittest, and adaptation to the environment.
Examples:
Digital Darwinism. Economic Darwinism. The concept of social Darwinism was often misused to justify socioeconomic inequalities.
Contemporary.
Belonging to the same or present time.
Examples:
Field of contemporary art. Contemporary leaders. Contemporary music has gained different followers from existing music.
Allegedly.
According to what has been stated or reported, supposedly.
Examples:
Allegedly guilty. Allegedly behind the plot. He allegedly stole money from the company.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
An intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
ID.
A part of the psyche that represents the unconscious desires and instincts of an individual. In psychoanalytic theory, it is believed to be the most basic and primal part of the human psyche. Also ID, short for identification, a document or card that proves a person's identity, such as a driver's license, passport, or national ID card.
Examples:
The ID ego. ID card. I forgot my ID at home and needed it to enter the club.
Christen.
To give a name to a baby at a Christian ceremony, to welcome them into the Christian church.
Examples:
Christen a child. Christen the baby at the baptism. The newborn baby was christened in a ceremony at the church.
Advisedly.
Done with careful consideration or thought, deliberately or intentionally.
Examples:
Consider advisedly. Speak advisedly. He advisedly chose not to take any risks before the important exam.
Tactical.
Relating to or constituting actions, plans, or strategies designed to achieve a particular purpose, especially an aggressive or political purpose, characterized by calculated planning, organization, and effectiveness.
Examples:
Tactical decision. Tactical move. The army used tactical maneuvers to gain an advantage in battle.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
a blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Theorist:
A person who develops or formulates theories about a particular subject, especially in the sciences or social sciences, someone who engages in theoretical thinking or speculation.
Examples:
Scientific theorist, conspiracy theorist. The feminist theorist criticized traditional models of gender roles and argued for greater equality between the sexes.
Refute:
To say or prove that something is wrong or false.
Examples:
Refute an opponent. Refute the foolish idea. The latest experimental results have refuted the previous speculation.
Lobby:
A large area inside the entrance of a public building where people can meet and wait. A group of people who try to persuade a politician, the government, or an official group to influence legislation.
Examples:
Lobby for legislation. A hotel lobby. That lobby group actively advocated environmental protection to the government.
Coordinate:
To bring the different parts of the activity and the people into an organized, ordered, or efficient relationship. Adjective, of equal importance, rank, or degree.
Examples:
Coordinate a special project. A coordinate clause. We want to coordinate a schedule for the investigation.
Behalf:
Represent, advantage, benefit, the interest of someone.
Examples:
On behalf of our management. On his own behalf. I gave witness on her behalf.
Upset:
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
Get upset. Have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Dare:
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Mention:
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Atheist:
A person who does not believe in the existence of a god or gods.
Examples:
Atheist community. Professed atheist. She was an atheist and did not believe in any form of religion.
Creationist:
A person who believes in the literal interpretation of religious texts, particularly the Bible, and holds that the universe and living things were created by a divine or supernatural force rather than through natural processes.
Examples:
Creationist claim. Creationist theory. The old Earth creationist believed God created the universe and all life on Earth.
Coherent.
Logical and consistent. Noun, the quality of being clear and easy to understand.
Examples:
A coherent explanation. Create a coherent system. His writing was well structured and coherent.
Phobia.
An extreme or irrational fear of a particular object, person, situation, or activity, a type of anxiety disorder.
Examples:
Phobia treatment. Social phobia. She has a phobia of spiders and always avoids them.
Atheism.
The disbelief or lack of belief in the existence of a god or gods, the rejection of theism or religious belief, the philosophical or doctrinal position that there is no deity.
Examples:
Militant atheism. Atheism in philosophy. The convention was a gathering of thinkers discussing atheism in contemporary society.
Grand.
Important and large in size, scope, or extent.
Examples:
A grand meal. Grand. This year.
Larceny.
The unlawful or unauthorized taking and carrying away of someone else's personal property with the intent to deprive them of it permanently, theft.
Examples:
Grand larceny. Commit larceny. The suspect was charged with larceny for stealing valuable artwork.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
Educated adult. Educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Theologian.
An expert or student who studies theology.
Examples:
Swedish theologian. Great theologians. Death gets more than its share of attention from theologians.
Papal.
Relating to the Pope, equals the head of the Roman Catholic Church, or the Roman Catholic Church.
Examples:
Papal authority. Papal visit. The Papal Palace was a grand and imposing structure.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Miller.
A person who operates a mill equals a plant consisting of one or more buildings with facilities for manufacturing, especially a grain mill.
Examples:
Miller flour, watermiller. The miller's work was a vital component of the local economy, providing flour to the bakeries and farmers in the area.
Devout.
Deeply committed to a specific religious faith or practice, often showing great reverence or piety.
Examples:
Devout Buddhist. Act in a devout manner. The devout monk spent hours each day in prayer and contemplation.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Godsend.
Something or someone that comes unexpectedly and is very helpful or beneficial.
Examples:
Godsend opportunity. A godsend for farmers. The extra funding for the project was a godsend and allowed us to complete it on time.
Expose.
To show something by uncovering it, to make something accessible to some action or influence.
Examples:
Expose a crime. Expose a person to risks. That newspaper exposed a political scandal in a big way.
Tantamount.
Equivalent in value, significance, or effect to something else, virtually equal to or interchangeable with something else.
Examples:
Tantamount to impossible. Tantamount to treason. His behavior is tantamount to bullying and will not be tolerated.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Hostile.
Unfriendly or aggressively opposed.
Examples:
Take up a hostile attitude. Hostile environment. The hostile takeover of the company was met with resistance from the employees.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Delude.
To deceive or mislead someone, to give a false impression of something.
Examples:
Delude with false promises. Delude the public. It is easy to delude yourself into thinking everything is fine when it's not.
Corrosive.
Having the ability to corrode or erode a material or substance, causing damage or deterioration over time, harmful or destructive.
Examples:
Corrosive substance. Corrosive effect. The corrosive acid ate away at the metal pipes.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Reassure.
To cause someone to feel sure, to give or restore confidence.
Examples:
Reassure anxious patients. Reassure market. The pilot tried to reassure the customers that the planes were safe.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples:
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Choir.
A group of singers, especially one that sings in a church or cathedral.
Examples:
Quintet choir. Choir performance. The gospel choir sang beautifully at the church service.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Militant.
Willing to use force or violence to achieve a political or social goal.
Examples:
Militant nations. A militant reformer. The militant group launched a series of attacks on government buildings.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples:
preserve my strength, preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Enthrall.
To capture or hold someone's attention or interest completely, to captivate or fascinate.
Examples:
enthrall with beauty. Enthrall the reader. The magician's illusions always managed to enthrall the audience.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Atheistic.
Pertaining to or characterized by atheism, which is the belief or doctrine that there is no God or higher power.
Examples:
atheistic beliefs. Atheistic approach. The author's atheistic views were evident in her writing, where she denounced the existence of a higher power.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Improbable.
Not likely to happen or be true, unlikely, having a low probability or chance of occurring.
Examples:
improbable story. Improbable event. It is improbable that we will find a solution to this problem overnight.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Capable.
Having the ability, skill, or potential to do something, competent or proficient in a particular task or area of expertise.
Examples:
Capable worker. Capable leader. She is highly capable of handling multiple tasks at once.
Forgiveness.
The act of stopping feeling angry or resentful towards someone for a mistake or offense with compassion.
Examples:
Forgiveness of liabilities. Beg for forgiveness. He gained debt forgiveness.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Bless.
To make or pronounce holy, to hallow, to consecrate, to sanctify.
Examples:
Bless him in my heart. Bless you. The priest blessed the couple as they knelt before him.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Disapprove.
To have or express an unfavorable opinion or judgment about something or someone.
Examples:
Disapprove of the government. Publicly disapprove. I disapprove of my friend's decision to drop out of school and pursue a career in music instead.
Postulate.
To suggest or assume the existence, truth, or necessity of something, typically as a basis for reasoning or further investigation.
Examples:
Postulate a theory. Postulate an argument. Scientists postulate that gravity plays a major role in the universe's formation.
Agent.
A person who represents and negotiates on behalf of someone else, such as a literary agent or talent agent, of chemistry and medicine, a substance that brings about a chemical or physical effect, of computer science, a piece of software that performs a task autonomously.
Examples:
Agent system. Antidiarrheal agent. The FBI agent went undercover to infiltrate the criminal organization.
Thereby.
As a result, consequence of a particular action or set of conditions.
Examples:
Thereby obtain data. Thereby improving overall health. The new software will streamline the workflow, thereby increasing productivity.
Compound.
An item composed of two or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of two or more elements.
Examples:
Aquatic compound. Harmful compound. common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Stunning.
Causing a strong emotional reaction of admiration, surprise, or shock due to its beauty, rarity, or excellence.
Examples:
Stunning beauty. Stunning disclosure. The stunning sunset took everyone's breath away.
Elegant.
Pleasing and graceful in appearance or manner, or showing good taste and refinement.
Examples:
Elegant design. Write elegant sentences. She wore an elegant evening gown to the gala.
Simplicity.
The quality or condition of being natural and plain or easy to understand or do.
Examples:
A life of simplicity. Refined simplicity. He liked the car because of the simplicity of the design.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Ramp.
A sloping surface connecting two levels or inclines, typically used for the movement of people, vehicles, or goods.
Examples:
The ramp of a chasm. An exit ramp. The wheelchair user needed a ramp to access the building's entrance.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Increment.
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth. Small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Elegance.
The quality of being graceful and stylish in appearance or manner.
Examples:
Austere elegance. Natural elegance. The elegance of her dress was breathtaking.
Parsimonious.
Excessively frugal or stingy, unwilling to spend money or resources, extremely economical to the point of being overly cautious.
Examples:
Parsimonious spender. Parsimonious lifestyle. The parsimonious homeowner diligently saved every penny by reducing energy consumption and conserving water.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Sinewy.
Characterized by strong and lean muscles, having well-developed and prominent muscles, tough and strong, often referring to physical strength or appearance.
Examples:
Sinewy tree branches. Sinewy physique. The bodybuilder's sinewy arms showcased his strength and dedication to fitness.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Suspension.
The act of delaying or stopping something happening, operating, etc., for a period of time, a mechanical system of springs or shock absorbers connecting the wheels and axles.
Examples:
Suspension of arms. Suspension bridge. The court ordered a long-term suspension of business.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Incapable.
Unable to do, control, or achieve something.
Examples:
Drunk and incapable. Incapable of being resisted. He seems incapable of understanding what she says.
Tactics.
The methods or strategies used to achieve a specific goal or outcome, particularly in the context of military, business, or sports.
Examples:
Blitz tactics. Political tactics. The marketing team developed new tactics to boost sales.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples:
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Taboo.
Prohibited or restricted by social custom.
Examples:
A taboo word. Academic taboo. In this society, discussing politics in public is a taboo subject.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Notion.
A general idea or understanding of something, particularly an abstract or complex concept, a belief or opinion, often one that is not based on solid evidence or facts.
Examples:
Notion of success. Vague notion. The notion of time travel has long fascinated scientists and fiction writers alike.
Legitimate.
Accordant with or allowed by law, lawful.
Examples:
A legitimate child. Legitimate question. Public political demonstrations are considered legitimate rights for citizens.
Republican.
A person who supports or advocates for a particular form of government, typically one that has an elected head of state rather than a monarch, a member or supporter of the Republican Party in the United States.
Examples:
Republican ideology, Republican Party. Many Republican lawmakers are advocating for stricter immigration policies.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate, Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics, Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe, Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Holy.
Of or related to a god, divine power, or a particular religion.
Examples:
A holy man, a holy shrine. They gathered to hear the holy teachings of the Guru.
Challenging.
Difficult, demanding, or requiring a high degree of skill or effort, presenting a difficult problem or obstacle.
Examples:
Challenging task, mentally challenging. The advanced math problem was challenging, but the student was determined to solve it.
Furor.
A state of great excitement, public outrage, or public anger over something.
Examples:
Create a furor. The furor over the issue. The new tax law caused a furor among small business owners.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Frantic.
Marked by uncontrolled excitement or emotion, wild, frenzied.
Examples:
Frantic pace. With frantic haste. The mother was frantic as she searched for her lost child.
Rational.
Based on reason or logic, using good judgment and sound thinking.
Examples:
Rational decision. the rational faculty. The rational approach to problem solving involves weighing all options.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples.
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples.
Satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Trivial.
Of little value or importance.
Examples.
A trivial man. For trivial reasons. The problem seemed trivial initially, but it became a significant issue.
Supernatural.
Of or relating to existence outside the natural world, not able to be explained by natural laws.
Examples.
Supernatural beings. Supernatural intuition. The supernatural powers of the witch were the stuff of legends.
Explanation.
The information or arguments that someone provides to make something understandable or clear.
Examples.
The explanation for the failure. Detailed explanation. The following explanation is currently being used to explain the phenomenon in question.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples.
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Grasp.
To take hold of something or someone quickly and firmly.
Examples.
Grasp his hand. Grasp a chance. They spent a lot of time trying to grasp the current situation.
Revelation.
A fact that has been disclosed to others, especially a surprising one, the act of revealing or telling the fact or truth to others, communication of knowledge to humans by a divine or supernatural agency.
Examples.
A divine revelation. The revelation of a secret. The shocking revelation embarrassed the administration.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples.
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples:
a magnificent plan, a magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Chant.
A simple melody or tune, typically one that is repeated or sung in a monotonous way. Verb, recite with musical intonation.
Examples:
chant melodies, chant in the chapel. The soccer game crowd broke into a chant of "Go, team, go!"
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
typical leader, fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Journal.
A newspaper or magazine specialized in a specific topic or profession.
Examples:
scientific journal, journal articles. The physician is reading the journals related to medicine.
Quarterly.
Happening every 3 months.
Examples:
quarterly publication, quarterly review. The company released its quarterly earnings report.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
gain editorial help, an editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Asteroid.
Also planetoid, a small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
asteroid mining, asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
hulking dinosaur, dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Iridium.
A chemical element with the symbol Ir and atomic number 77, which is a hard, brittle, and silvery white transition metal of the platinum group, often used in certain high-temperature applications like spark plugs or crucibles for crystal growth.
Examples:
iridium satellite, iridium coating. Many scientists believe a layer of iridium in the geologic record points to an ancient asteroid impact.
Layer.
A sheet, quantity, or thickness of the material, typically one of several, covering a surface or body, a level or part within a system or set of ideas.
Examples:
layer cake, layer of paint. The layer of frost on the ground was so thick it was difficult to walk on.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Potassium.
A chemical element with the symbol K, atomic number 19, that is essential for the functioning of living organisms.
Examples:
Potassium-rich. Potassium excretion. The patient's potassium levels were low, so they were advised to eat foods high in potassium, such as bananas and sweet potatoes.
Argon.
A chemical element with the symbol Ar that is a colorless, odorless, and inert gas, often used in welding and other industrial processes.
Examples:
Argon gas. Argon-filled light bulb. The light emitted by argon gas is often used in advertising signs.
Dated.
Having a style or quality that is no longer fashionable or relevant, old-fashioned, belonging to a particular time period in the past.
Examples:
Dated technology. Dated fashion. The documents were difficult to read due to their dated language.
Crater.
A huge bowl-shaped cavity in the earth or an object in space, usually created by an explosion or the impact of a meteorite.
Examples:
Crater lake. Lunar crater. An enormous crater marks the area where the vast volcanic explosion occurred.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Royal.
Relating to or belonging to the king or queen or a member of their family.
Examples:
A royal palace. Prince Royal. She is willing to give up her position in the royal family to marry him.
Vouchsafe.
To grant or give something graciously or condescendingly, To choose to reveal or disclose something willingly, often with a sense of privilege or superiority.
Examples:
Vouchsafe a moment of your time. Vouchsafe a glimpse. The CEO vouchsafed the new project details to only a select group of employees.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
Moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Privately.
In a private manner, not publicly, secretly.
Examples:
A privately owned railway. Import things privately. The couple privately exchanged their vows before the ceremony began.
Reveal.
To make known or disclose something that was previously hidden, secret, or unknown, to unveil or show something that was concealed or not visible.
Examples:
Reveal secrets. Reveal a plan. The detective carefully revealed the true identity of the murderer.
Unquestioning.
Accepting, believing, or obeying without hesitation or doubt, uncritical or unthinking, not inclined to challenge or question authority or beliefs.
Examples:
Unquestioning acceptance. Unquestioning loyalty. Her unquestioning obedience to her parents' rules sometimes led to trouble.
Promulgate.
To make known or announce officially, to publicly declare or communicate a law, rule, belief, or idea.
Examples:
Promulgate guidelines. Promulgate new regulations. The government issued a decree to promulgate new laws regarding environmental conservation.
Dogma.
A belief or set of beliefs that the members of a group accept without being questioned or doubted.
Examples:
Religious dogma. The secret dogma. All members strictly followed the dogma of the organization.
Bind.
To tie or fasten someone or something tightly with rope, string, etc., so that they cannot move or are held together strongly.
Examples:
Bind the man's hands. Bind old letters into a bundle. The company's rules bind the employees' working hours.
Loyal.
Giving or remaining firm and constant support to a person, institution, product, etc.
Examples:
A loyal friend. Become a loyal customer. Enemy armies are loyal to their monarch.
Inconceivable.
Hard to imagine or believe.
Examples:
Inconceivable pain. Inconceivable ideas. It would be inconceivable for him to alter his behavior.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples.
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Patriotic.
Having or showing love for one's country and a desire for its success and welfare.
Examples.
Patriotic duty. Patriotic fervor. He was wearing a patriotic t-shirt with the American flag on it.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples.
Trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone. To identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples.
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Citizenship.
The status of being a member of a particular country.
Examples.
Dual citizenship. Citizenship rights. Her citizenship application was denied due to a technical error.
Patriotism.
Love and loyalty to one's country.
Examples.
The spirit of patriotism. Fanatic patriotism. His actions were a testament to his deep love and patriotism for his country.
Infamous.
Having a reputation for being very bad or wicked.
Examples.
An infamous crime. Acquire an infamous reputation. The infamous criminal was finally brought to justice.
Patriot.
A person who loves their nation and would fight for it if required.
Examples.
Blind patriot. Zealous patriot. He is more of a hypocrite than a patriot, to be honest.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples.
Nation state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Bigotry.
Intolerance toward those who hold different opinions from oneself.
Examples.
Ethnic bigotry. Self-righteous bigotry. Bigotry and discrimination have no place in our society.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples.
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Blurt.
To utter suddenly and impulsively, without prior thought or consideration, to let something slip out unintentionally.
Examples:
Blurt about the inside story. Blurt in frustration. I didn't mean to blurt out the answer, but it came out before I could stop.
Retract.
To take back, withdraw, or revoke something that has been said or done. To disavow or repudiate a statement or assertion that one has previously made.
Examples:
Retract a promise. Retract a lawsuit. I need to retract my statement because I realized it was incorrect.
Clarification.
The act or process of making a statement or situation less confusing and more understandable. The act of removing solid particles from a liquid.
Examples:
Clarification of the issue. Sewage clarification. For clarification of the discussion, he prepared supporting materials.
Withdrawal.
The act of taking money out of an account, the act of ceasing to participate in an activity and moving or taking something away or back.
Examples:
Deposits and withdrawals. Withdrawal from membership. NATO's allied forces made a strategic withdrawal.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples:
The clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Parade.
A public procession, especially one celebrating a special day or event.
Examples:
A military parade. Parade route. The annual 4th of July parade is popular in the town square.
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power, to mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Priest.
A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies, especially in the Christian faith.
Examples:
Priest in clerical garb. Faithful priest. He was ordained as a priest in the Catholic Church.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
Personal liberty. Liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Incidentally.
By the way, as an aside or in passing.
Examples:
Incidentally discovered. Incidentally mentioned. Incidentally, I know the answer to that question.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Calf.
A young cow, bull, or other domestic bovine animals.
Examples:
Baby calf. A calf elephant. The newborn calf stood on wobbly legs, trying to find its mother's milk.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Vilify.
To speak or write about someone or something in a way that is likely to make people have a very low opinion of them.
Examples:
vilify the press. Publicly vilify. The media has been vilifying the politician for his controversial statements.
Nevertheless.
In spite of that, yet.
Examples:
keep working nevertheless. Nevertheless, she persevered. She was tired and hungry, but nevertheless, she persevered.
Undeniable.
Not possible to deny, true or certain.
Examples:
an undeniable fact. An undeniable masterpiece. Her influence on teenagers is undeniable.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
STEM.
The central part of something from which other parts can develop or grow, the part of a word common to all its inflected variants. Verb, to grow out of, have roots in, or originate in.
Examples:
stem from a belief. The stem of a matchstick. A rose has thorns on its stem.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
a weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Way out.
Unconventional, strange, or eccentric, departing from or deviating from the ordinary or usual, far from mainstream or traditional.
Examples:
way out technology. Way out idea. The artist's way out fashion designs caught the attention of everyone at the runway show.
Minority.
The smaller part of a group, especially a number or part representing less than half of the whole, a period before adult legal age.
Examples:
a minority position. Number of minority students. Some ethnic minority groups experience discrimination in society.
Loan.
solitary or single.
Examples:
A lone flight. A lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Beleaguer.
To surround, harass, or besiege with difficulties or problems, to subject to constant or repeated trouble or suffering.
Examples:
Beleaguer the project. Beleaguer her every day. The company has been beleaguered with financial difficulties since the market downturn.
Stack.
A pile of something arranged or laid one on top of another, a large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated.
Examples:
High stack. A large stack of paper. The earthquake caused a stack of lumber to crumble noisily.
Numerical.
Relating to, expressed, or denoted by a number.
Examples:
3D numerical simulation. The numerical keypad. The numerical value of pi is approximately 3.14.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Surprisingly.
In a way that causes amazement or wonder.
Examples:
Surprisingly advanced culture. Have surprisingly little effect. The exam was surprisingly tricky for everyone.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples:
Encouraging approval. Encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Convincing.
Able to make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
A convincing victory. Convincing biochemical explanation. I found her assertion pretty convincing.
Outnumber.
To be more numerous or greater in number than another group or entity. To exceed in quantity or number.
Examples:
Outnumber our opponents. Outnumber males. The number of tourists in the city now outnumbers the locals.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Secular.
Not connected with religious or spiritual matters, worldly.
Examples:
Secular trends. Normal secular life. The school was founded as a secular institution with no religious affiliations.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Proverb.
A short saying that expresses a truth or gives advice based on practical experience.
Examples:
A hackneyed proverb. Ancient proverb. The famous proverb actions speak louder than words reminds us to focus on deeds instead of words.
Overall.
To impress or influence someone through the use of power, authority, or an overwhelming presence. To intimidate or awe someone into submission or compliance.
Examples:
Overawe him into obedience. Overawe the audience. The new student's exceptional talent in mathematics overawed his classmates.
O.
To be under a moral or legal obligation to pay or do something in return for something received.
Examples:
Owe $100 to my friend. Owe him a grudge. She owes her friend a favor for helping her move.
Existence.
The state or fact of someone or something existing.
Examples:
The biggest tree in existence. The struggle for existence. He was an atheist and therefore did not believe in the existence of heaven or hell.
Consign.
To give over, entrust, or assign control of something, particularly to another person, for safekeeping or delivery, to designate or set aside something for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Consign to oblivion. Consign the rare coins to an auction house. I will consign these old clothes to the donation bin.
Oblivion.
The state of being completely forgotten or unknown, the state of being unconscious or unaware, the condition of being destroyed, wiped out, or erased from existence.
Examples:
Vanish into oblivion. Drunk in oblivion. The author's work was forgotten and fell into oblivion after his death.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
Numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Substantial.
Fairly large in size, value, or importance.
Examples:
A substantial amount of capital. Have a substantial meal. The pandemic was a substantial business opportunity for certain companies.
Quantity.
The amount or number of something, magnitude.
Examples:
Half quantity. Residual quantity. In southward, the average annual water quantity increases.
Correlation.
A statistical relationship between two variables in which one variable is affected by the other. A reciprocal relation between two or more facts, numbers, etc.
Examples:
Ecological correlation. Correlation coefficient. There is a strong correlation between education level and income.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Tendency.
An inclination or predisposition towards a particular behavior, attitude, or course of action, a natural or prevailing tendency or characteristic.
Examples:
Economic tendency. Curious tendency. There is a growing tendency among young people to prioritize experiences over material possessions.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Socioeconomic.
Relating to the social and economic factors that shape an individual, group, or community, particularly in terms of income, occupation, education, and social class.
Examples:
Socioeconomic status. Socioeconomic issues. The socioeconomic conditions of a country can significantly affect its political stability.
Straw.
Dry stalks of cereal plants used as fodder, fuel, basket, etc.
Examples:
straw basket, rice straw. The straw hat protected her face from the sun while she worked in the fields.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
organization chart, agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Meta.
Pertaining to or involving a higher or more abstract level of analysis, interpretation, or self-reference, often used to describe aspects of gaming, social media, or other online communities that involve self-conscious or self-referential elements.
Examples:
meta-analysis, meta-language. The meta-description of a website is an important element for search engine optimization.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Literature.
Written works, such as novels, plays, poems, or short stories that are considered to have artistic or intellectual value.
Examples:
popular literature. Review of the literature. The literature of the Romantic period is known for its emotion and imagination.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Inverse.
Opposite in order, nature, or effect, reversed, reciprocal.
Examples:
inverse function. Inverse matrix. The inverse relationship between price and demand is well known in economics.
Financing.
The process of providing funds for running a business, activity, or project, the money for a business, activity, or project.
Examples:
Financing activity. Public financing. The investment fund offered financing for a company on the brink of bankruptcy.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Poll.
An inquiry into public opinion conducted by interviewing a random sample of people, the process of voting at an election.
Examples:
A pre-election poll. Public opinion polls. Several polls show a decline in the president's approval rating.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone, the quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Academy.
A school for special training, a type of official organization that aims to encourage and develop standards in its particular field.
Examples:
An academy of music. A member of the academy. Her new documentary earned her an Academy Award.
Shatter.
To break suddenly into many pieces.
Examples:
Shatter the plate. Shatter a world record. Her husband's death shattered her life entirely.
Agnostic.
A person who believes that it is impossible to know whether there is a God.
Examples:
Agnostic worldview. Agnostic position. Her scientific background led her to be agnostic about the existence of a higher power.
Fairly.
To a certain extent or degree, without favoring one party in an even-handed manner.
Examples:
Fairly accurate. Have a fairly clear view. He deals fairly with his employees.
Fig.
A sweet and soft edible fruit with many seeds or a tree on which these grow.
Examples:
Fig marigold. Fig tree. He ate the dried figs he had preserved.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples:
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Immortality.
The state or quality of being able to live or last forever.
Examples:
The immortality of the soul. Achieve immortality. Many people believe in the concept of immortality and an afterlife.
Corresponding.
Similar to, connected with, or accompanying something, especially in position or purpose.
Examples:
Find a corresponding lack. The corresponding word in Spanish. The corresponding number on the dial was 3.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Grotesque.
Bizarre or fantastic in shape, appearance, or character. Fantastic, bizarre.
Examples:
Have grotesque design. Grotesque appearance. The grotesque sculpture made me feel uneasy.
Mismatch.
To put together or match items that are not compatible or do not fit well together. To be different from or not correspond to something else.
Examples:
Mismatch expectations. Mismatch socks. The colors of the shirt and pants totally mismatch, making the outfit look ridiculous.
Intelligentsia.
The educated and intellectual elite of society, particularly those involved in cultural or artistic pursuits.
Examples:
Members of intelligentsia. Artistic intelligentsia. The voices of the political and academic intelligentsia dominated the debate.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Abhorrent.
Causing extreme disgust or hatred, completely unacceptable or intolerable.
Examples:
Abhorrent act of violence. Abhorrent remarks. The government's treatment of refugees is abhorrent and violates basic human rights.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
Candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Affirm.
To assert that something is true or real, to state positively.
Examples:
Affirm old traditions. Affirm strong identity. I affirm that I will always stand by my beliefs.
Qualified.
Officially recognized as having completed a training course or passed the exams that are necessary to perform a particular job.
Examples:
A qualified doctor. Qualified in medicine. We seek a person qualified for the post.
Blunt.
Having a dull or rounded edge or point, not sharp, straightforward in speech or manner, often to the point of being rude or insensitive.
Examples:
Blunt criticism. Blunt force. The blunt knife made it difficult to cut through the tough steak.
Simultaneously.
At the same time.
Examples:
Simultaneously affected. Take several inputs simultaneously. Two students answered the teacher's question simultaneously.
Unbecoming.
Not suitable or fitting for a particular role, position, or character, inappropriate or inappropriate in behavior, appearance, or manner.
Examples:
Unbecoming language. Unbecoming attire. His unbecoming behavior at the office party led to his suspension.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Coming out.
A significant event or declaration where an individual announces their authentic self to others, the act or process of publicly acknowledging and revealing one's true sexual orientation or gender identity.
Examples:
Personal coming out. Coming out story. His coming out party celebrated his true identity and the support he received from his loved ones.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
Organ bleeding, damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Homosexual.
Sexually attracted to people of one's own sex.
Examples:
Homosexual rights, homosexual marriage. The law was repealed to protect the rights of homosexual citizens.
Heaven.
Of various religious and mythological traditions, a place or state of existence considered to be the abode of the divine, the afterlife, or a higher realm of being, a state of great happiness, contentment, or beauty.
Examples:
Ascend to heaven, heaven on earth. He felt like heaven when he tasted the delicious chocolate cake.
Forbid.
To order somebody not to do something, especially officially, to keep something from happening or arising.
Examples:
Forbid smoking in public areas. Forbid the use of chemical weapons. God forbid you should regret your marriage.
Stoop.
To bend forward and downward from the waist, often to pick something up or gain a better view, to lower oneself morally or socially.
Examples:
Stoop forward in the chair. Stoop to conquer. I had to stoop down to pick up the coin that had rolled under the couch.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
Demonstrate a difference. Demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Recommend.
To suggest that someone or something would be a suitable fit for a particular purpose or role.
Examples:
Recommend a hospitalization. Recommend reading. We recommend taking media training every 6 months.
Nonlinear.
Pertaining to a system or process that does not follow a straight or predictable path, often resulting in unexpected or unpredictable outcomes or behaviors.
Examples:
Nonlinear equation. Nonlinear system. The professor taught us about the experiment's nonlinear relationships between different variables.
Threshold.
The floor or ground that forms the bottom of a doorway and offers support when passing through a doorway, the smallest detectable sensation.
Examples:
The threshold between rooms. High pain threshold. She's on the threshold of adulthood.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Abrupt.
Sudden and unexpected.
Examples:
Abrupt departure. Speak in an abrupt manner. The sudden, abrupt change in weather caught everyone by surprise.
Acceleration.
A rate of increase in velocity, the rate of change of velocity with respect to time.
Examples:
A unit of acceleration. Acceleration of an object. The car's acceleration was impressive, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5 seconds.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Remains.
The leftover parts or pieces of something that have been destroyed, removed, or consumed, the physical or biological remains of a deceased person, plant, animal.
Examples:
Remains of a building. Human remains. The remains of the ancient civilization can still be seen in the city's ruins.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Loyalty.
The quality of being devoted or faithful to someone or something.
Examples:
Loyalty program. Earn his loyalty. He has always shown great loyalty to his friends and family.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Persuade.
To convince or induce someone to do something by presenting a reason or argument, to sway or influence someone's decision or opinion.
Examples:
Attempt to persuade. Persuade a hijacker to surrender. She tried to persuade her brother to join her on the trip.
Dedication.
A lot of time and energy that someone puts in for an activity or purpose because they believe it is important.
Examples:
Dedication to public service. Dedication ceremony. We are very impressed with your strong dedication to quality.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Mistress.
A woman who has an ongoing extramarital sexual relationship with a, often, married man. A woman who is in a position of authority or control and directs the work of others.
Examples:
A mistress of comedy. Keep a mistress. She used to be his mistress before the death of his first wife.
Muddle.
To mix up or confuse something, to make a mess of something, to create disorder or chaos.
Examples:
Muddle the instructions. Muddle the situation. I accidentally muddled up the reports and need help to tell which.
Mistakenly.
In a mistaken or incorrect way, wrongly.
Examples:
Mistakenly left his keys. Mistakenly delete the important file. He mistakenly thought the red liquid was juice, but it was paint.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Retort.
To answer back or respond sharply in a sarcastic or witty manner. To counter an argument or statement with a quick and incisive reply.
Examples:
Retort impulsively. Retort with clarity and poise. He retorted sharply to the critic's negative review of his work.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Aggressive.
Behaving in an angry, energetic, or threatening way towards another person, tending to spread quickly.
Examples:
An aggressive war. An aggressive tumor. An aggressive tide wrecked the ship.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Ripe.
Of fruit or crops, fully developed and ready to be eaten or harvested.
Examples:
A ripe old age. Ripe tomato. The fruit was ripe and ready to eat.
Lapse.
A temporary or brief failure in judgment, action, or behavior, a gradual or slow decline, often referring to a loss of performance, quality, or attention, a period of time that has passed. Verb, to fall or slip into a particular state, often one that is undesirable or unintended.
Examples:
Lapse back into recession. Lapse in payment. I missed the deadline due to a lapse in my memory.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Sabbatical.
A period of leave granted to a person for rest, travel, or other pursuits, often in academia or other professions.
Examples:
Sabbatical leave. Sabbatical year. After 10 years of teaching, she took a sabbatical to travel the world.
Solidarity.
Unity or agreement of feelings or actions among a group, especially among individuals with a common interest.
Examples:
Solidarity among union members. Solidarity action. The workers showed solidarity in their strike for better working conditions.
Fairy.
A mythical being of folklore and romance usually depicted as having magic powers.
Examples:
Fairy tale. A water fairy. The mischievous fairy flew gracefully through the forest, spreading magic wherever she went.
Likelihood.
The probability or chance that something will happen or be the case.
Examples:
Likelihood of the success. Improve the likelihood of a cure. The likelihood of the project being completed on time is uncertain.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Teapot.
A small, usually handleless pot with a spout used for boiling or brewing tea. It often has a lid to prevent heat loss during steeping and is typically made of ceramic or metal.
Examples:
Antique teapot. Porcelain teapot. The ceramic teapot shattered on the kitchen floor when I accidentally dropped it.
Orbit.
The path of an object around a celestial body, especially a planet, star, or moon, under the influence of gravity. Of medicine, the bony cavity in the skull that houses the eyeball and its associated structures, like muscles, nerves, and blood vessels.
Examples:
The orbit of the moon. A planetary orbit. The rocket engine is used to put the satellite into orbit.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Infinite.
unlimited or very great, impossible to measure.
Examples:
Infinite appetite. Infinite in supply. The battle had an infinite impact on the nation.
Unicorn.
A mythical horse-like creature with a single horn on its forehead, a privately held startup company that reached a valuation of $1 billion.
Examples:
Unicorn beetle. Unicorn investors. In medieval times, people believed that the unicorn horn had magical powers that could cure diseases.
Onus.
A burden, responsibility, or obligation, something that is required to be done or achieved.
Examples:
Legal onus. Financial onus. The onus of responsibility fell on the project manager to meet the deadline.
Bother.
To disturb, annoy, or cause inconvenience or worry to someone, to take the trouble or effort to do something.
Examples:
Bother the neighbors. Bother with details. Please don't bother me while I'm trying to concentrate.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Nonetheless.
In spite of what has just been said or done, nevertheless.
Examples:
We are nonetheless confident. Love him nonetheless. They each choose nonetheless to battle.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Publicly.
In a manner accessible to or observable by the public, by the government.
Examples:
Publicly accessible record. Publicly financed schools. She publicly denounced the government's mishandling of the economic crisis.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Banner.
A long strip of cloth or paper bearing a symbol, logo, slogan, or another message, especially carried in a demonstration or procession or hung in a public place, a form of the online advertisement appearing on a web page.
Examples:
The Star-Spangled Banner. Banner advertising. They unfurled the banners in preparation for the ceremony.
Humanist.
A person who is concerned with the welfare and rights of all human beings, one who believes in the inherent worth and dignity of every person and stresses the importance of human values and ethical principles.
Examples:
Humanist scholar. Humanist philosophy. The humanist counselor encouraged her clients to focus on their growth and well-being.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Association.
A people or groups of people who have joined in a single organization together for a particular purpose, a social or business connection or relationship.
Examples:
Word associations. A scholarship association. His membership in the association provided him with numerous benefits.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples:
Heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
Social anthropology. Anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Naturalism.
A philosophical belief that everything, including human behavior and cognition, can be explained solely by natural causes and laws.
Examples:
Naturalism in literature. Philosophical naturalism. The scientific method is often seen as an embodiment of naturalism, as it seeks to understand the natural world through observation and experimentation.
Confusion.
The state of being mixed up or unclear, or the state of disorder or uncertainty.
Examples:
Administrative confusion. In great confusion. The sudden policy change has caused confusion among employees.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Nudist.
A person who engages in social or solitary activities while not wearing clothing. A person who believes that being naked is natural and healthy and that clothing is unnecessary in certain situations.
Examples:
Nudist resort. Nudist lifestyle. The nudist beach is a popular destination for those who enjoy being clothing-free.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Lynch.
To put to death or punish, usually by hanging, without legal authorization or due process, often as an act of mob justice or vigilante action. Noun, a violent punishment, often extrajudicial, in which a mob or group of people seize and kill someone, usually by hanging, as a form of punishment or vengeance.
Examples:
Lynch law. Lynch him to death. The mob wanted to lynch the suspect before he could be tried in court.
Mob.
A large and disorderly crowd of people, a large horde of animals.
Examples:
Mob psychology. Mob violence. The excited mob was getting out of control at the concert.
Pediatrics.
The branch of medicine that deals with the care and treatment of children.
Examples:
Pediatrics department. Pediatrics clinic. I am studying pediatrics in medical school because I love working with children.
Pedophile.
A person who is sexually attracted to children, particularly those under the age of 13, a person who engages in sexual activity with children.
Examples:
Convicted pedophile. Internet pedophiles. A suspected pedophile in the neighborhood has caused worry among parents.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Theism.
The belief in the existence of a god or gods, often associated with organized religion and the worship of a higher power.
Examples:
Philosophical theism. Strict theism to questioning believer. Several courses in the theology department delve into the complexities and challenges of contemporary theism.
Connote.
To suggest or imply something in addition to its literal or primary meaning. To imply something beyond the literal or primary meaning.
Examples:
Connote emotion. Connote symbolism. The word home connotes a sense of warmth and comfort.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Compatible.
Capable of coexisting or working together without conflict or inconsistency, harmonious or well-matched.
Examples:
Fully compatible. Compatible with HTML5. The new software is not compatible with the old operating system, causing compatibility issues and errors.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Hawk.
A bird of prey typically having short rounded wings and a long tail, an advocate of an aggressive policy on foreign relations.
Examples:
Cast off a hawk. Congressional hawk. That team signed a center forward who was a ball hawk.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Shorthand.
A system of rapid handwriting or abbreviation that uses symbols, abbreviations, or other devices to represent words or phrases, a short and simple way of expressing or describing something.
Examples:
Learn shorthand. Write in shorthand. The secretary's shorthand was so good that she could type up meeting minutes within minutes.
Mysterious.
Difficult to understand, explain, or identify, having an aura of secrecy, intrigue, or puzzlement.
Examples:
Mysterious object. Mysterious stranger. The mysterious disappearance of the ship remains unsolved.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Hysterical.
Marked by or in a state of excessive or uncontrollable emotion.
Examples:
Hysterical laughter. Get hysterical easily. The frustration that had accumulated for a long time made her hysterical.
Nettle.
A herbaceous plant with stinging hairs that cause a sharp, prickly sensation upon contact. A person or thing that irritates or annoys.
Examples:
Nettle rash. Nettle leaves. The nettle sting left a painful rash on my arm.
Frisson.
A sudden intense feeling or thrill, often accompanied by shivers or goosebumps, typically brought on by excitement, anticipation, or a strong emotional response.
Examples:
Sense of frisson. Spine-tingling frisson. The scary movie gave me a frisson of fear, sending shivers down my spine.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Confrontational.
Characterized by a readiness to confront others, particularly in a challenging or aggressive manner, inclined to argue or disagree rather than compromise or find common ground.
Examples:
Confrontational approach. Confrontational personality. Her confrontational attitude caused tension in the workplace.
Dread.
To be very afraid of or worried about something that is going to happen or that might happen.
Examples:
Dread failure. Dread getting old. We all dread to think about what will happen if the company goes bankrupt.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Poetic.
Of or relating to poetry, equals a piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas, using language in an imaginative and expressive way.
Examples:
Poetic genius, poetic justice. The sunset was so beautiful, it looked like a poetic scene from a movie.
Sheer.
Complete or total, often used to emphasize the extreme or uncompromising nature of something, not mixed with anything else, transparent or nearly transparent.
Examples:
Sheer cliff, sheer fabric. The sheer beauty of the sunset left us in awe.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation, the cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation, strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Arsenal.
A collection of weapons or military equipment stored in preparation for war or conflict. A collection of resources or tools available for use in a particular field or endeavor.
Examples:
Arsenal of knowledge, political arsenal. The police found a hidden arsenal of weapons in the suspect's house.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number, imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero, unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Prophet.
A person believed to have an extraordinary power that can understand God's will.
Examples:
False prophet, words of the prophet. In this tribe, people believed the prophet would save them from many calamities.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
Subtle changes, a subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Magnificence.
The quality or state of being extremely good, beautiful, or deserving to be admired.
Examples:
Incomparable magnificence. The magnificence of classical music. The magnificence of the palace was breathtaking.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency. To obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Reverence.
A deep respect for someone or something.
Examples:
Reverence for tradition. Pay reverence to him. The people of the village showed great reverence for the elderly.
Awe.
A feeling of respect and wonder inspired by someone or something greatly admired.
Examples:
A feeling of awe. In awe of the situation. The awe-inspiring mountains dominate the landscape.
Conventional.
Based on or following traditional rules, standards, customs, etc.
Examples:
A conventional style. Get a conventional loan. She is very conventional in her thoughts.
Subscribe.
To agree to receive or support something, often through payment or regular participation. To sign up for or enroll in something, such as a publication, service, or program.
Examples:
Subscribe to the service. Subscribe a petition. I want to subscribe to the newsletter to stay up to date on industry news.
Polite.
Showing consideration, respect, or deference towards others, having good manners, civility, or courteous behavior.
Examples:
Polite manners. Polite tone. It's important to be polite even when you disagree with someone.
Despise.
To feel strong dislike or contempt for someone or something, often because of a perceived fault or failing. To have a low or unfavorable opinion of something.
Examples:
Despise a particular food. Secretly despise. I despise injustice and those who perpetrate it.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Damn.
To express disapproval of or disappointment in something or someone. To condemn or to curse, a swear word, an expression of anger.
Examples:
Damn the consequences. Damn with faint praise. The company's poor financial performance is likely to damn the CEO's chances of being re-elected to the board.